Hi, Dave Roscoe here. It is Saturday, May 3rd, 2025, and I've got a few things to talk about today. It's going to be a short update because the weather's nice and I have a family, and it's about that time of year when people start doing things outside the house. So it will happen, but I will endeavor to continue with the daily updates, even if it's short. Remigrations have continued, and yesterday was a big one. We'll talk about that. There's a new blog post from the PyCore team. I didn't post an update on that yesterday just because there's nothing really new in there. It's more an official declaration of things we already know. And I've got a new project that I'm working on with some of the bigger influencers on crypto, mostly on the TikTok platform, and I'll talk to you about that as well. But first, let's talk about the metrics. The circulating supply is 7.04 billion pi, with 49.2 million pi migrated in the last 24 hours. This represents 113,405 user accounts. That is the largest I've seen since Open Mainnet. And as I mentioned, most of those were remigrations from those who had their migrations recalled. There is currently 12 million pi in the Pi migration wallet, and migrations have paused for the weekend. It may pick up. I doubt it. It's the trend is usually that migrations happen during West Coast business hours, and most people don't work on the weekends. The migrated unlocked rewards is at 1.87 billion pi, with 18.7 million pi unlocked and now free to be traded on the open markets. You heard that right, 18.7 million. That's a lot of pi that hit the markets in the last couple of days. Looking at the price action, the Pi coin is still holding up. Yeah, there's a downward trend, but considering the amount of pi that's been released, I expect worse. It's trading at 58 cents, which is down 1.26% from this time yesterday, with a market cap of $4.12 billion and a daily trading volume of $43.86 million, which is down 20.17% from this time yesterday. Volume is low. There's not a ton of interest in the coin at the moment. Like anything else, be careful when the volumes are low. Before I get into my other topic, I figured I would cover the blog post that was put out by the PyCore team yesterday. And I'm not going to read it all, but it says here, inclusivity is a core part of Pi's vision, and Pi's mainnet ecosystem has just been made much more accessible to identity-verified individuals, including fully and tentatively KYC'd pioneers. The new mainnet wallet activation feature enables identity-verified pioneers, including those who are fully KYC'd and most who are tentatively KYC'd, to be able to activate their wallet on the Pi mainnet blockchain. This unblocks their participation in and broadens the inclusion of the Pi mainnet ecosystem. Though mainnet migration is ongoing and the network is committed to speeding up and completing migrations, migration takes more time because, in addition to the identity verification, complex processes and analyses need to be run, and users need to take actions to ensure the right amount of Pi is securely distributed to real pioneers who did not cheat. The decoupling of mainnet migrations from the ability to have a mainnet wallet helps expand access to engage with the Pi mainnet ecosystem to millions, while it still ensures that all participants in the Pi mainnet have verified their identity through KYC or KYB. Eligible pioneers can go to the Pi Wallet app in the Pi browser to get started. Now, it says down here, important note, the people have asked this question a lot, so I'm going to highlight this. Important note for pioneers, passing third-party KYC will only enable mainnet wallet creation, and it will not have an impact on pioneers' mainnet migration for the reasons mentioned above. In other words, they want to verify your identity, make sure you have the right amount of Pi, and that you're not a cheater. So this option is only for unlocking your wallet so that you can participate in the mainnet ecosystem. Now, if you've never been migrated before, that also would involve a secondary action of actually purchasing Pi to put into this wallet, which is what on-ramps are for, like Banksa. And there's more here, and I'll let you guys look into that. But basically what this is, it's a formal announcement of features that were rolled out weeks ago that we've already talked about. There's nothing really new here. It's just an official statement from the Pi core team now that Banksa is officially listed on the KYB verified business page. And I'll leave the link for this in the description. So I want to talk to you a bit about this new project that I've got going on. A little while ago, Milkshake Maddie reached out to me, and we've been talking back and forth, and he's a really great guy, and we seem to get along quite well. He had an idea. He wanted to get several credible crypto experts from various disciplines into a group and make them all available for people. Now, all of us have busy lives, and most of us have second jobs or primary jobs that we do, and we squeeze this in. So our time is pretty valuable, but we want to be able to give more to the listening audience. So Maddie came up with this idea and created something called Crypto Wolfpack. And it consists of myself, Milkshake Maddie, Bullish Babe, and Cosmic Crypto. Now, Milkshake Maddie, Bullish Babe, and Cosmic Crypto are pretty darn well known on the TikTok platform as crypto influencers and content creators. Me, not so much. I don't really use TikTok that much, but I will be more in the future. But what we've done is we've created a group of people who are knowledgeable in different aspects of cryptocurrency and trading in general. We've put this behind a paywall, which allows us to dedicate more time to serious people who are interested in this topic without any of the fluff. In other words, you get more personal access to the individuals. There's a lot less trolls because people don't pay to be trolls. It's a safe space for people to talk and ask questions and learn and get more one-on-one time with content creators. You may ask, well, what do I get for my money? For your money, you get access to all four of us. You're not just buying one content creator's package. You get access to all four. And we will be expanding this team as we find more trusted and credible content creators that share our vision. But what we also will offer are weekly live streams. We'll participate in each other's live streams, but we'll also have our own dedicated live streams, myself included, and I'll do one once every week. And that's more of a interactive experience where users can post questions or whatever in the comments and interact with me directly rather than these statically recorded videos. And I'll also have office hours. And if you're not familiar with that, it's basically me sitting there online and my office door is open. If you have questions or you want to talk about something, feel free to stop by. And I'll set up a schedule where I have several days a week where I allocate some time for that purpose. We'll also have online tutorials and even offer one-on-one coaching service. Now, the coaching service is more personalized, so that's an additional fee, and it's available for people who want it. A lot of content creators, especially for crypto, do offer paid services, and they're much higher than our rates just for themselves. When we're bundling up all four of us for $25 a month, we're currently running a Kickstart special for half off for the first 3 months. And the code for that is launch50. So when you sign up through my link, which is in my link tree, and I'll also have the link in my description. And if you use that promo code, you'll get half off for the first 3 months. It is a recurring subscription. Be sure to cancel that before your billing cycle if you no longer want to participate. But I think it offers a lot of value. And as we go along, it will get better. It will offer more. What I want to emphasize is that this is something extra. and it's for people who want a little bit more than what they're currently getting. I'm not changing anything about what I'm currently doing. I will continue to put out videos every day. I'll continue to give you the latest Pi news, and I'll continue to put in just as much effort as I have been doing. So don't worry about that. Be sure to look in the description for the link to join, and remember the promo code LAUNCH50. Now, this is only available to the first 50 subscribers. We had a kickoff live stream this morning, which brought in a bunch of subscribers already, so I can't guarantee how many slots are left. So if you're interested, then I would act pretty quickly. Well, that's all I've got. Like I said, it's a short one. I wanted to introduce my new project and give you the latest and greatest. I hope you guys have a great Saturday. And if anything breaks, I may hop on to do a quick short, but I'll do what I can to keep you all up to date. And until then, don't panic. Stay the course. And remember, the success of the Pi network begins with you. Pi to the moon. Peace.